Let's begin our third demo video for Project 5, Part 1. You'll notice you had a lot of steps of directions for page 1. And then page 2, page 3, page 4 only have a few steps of directions each. And that's because you have done a lot of work of editing and styling text on your page 1. Now you don't need to go through all of that work again. We're gonna take the easy way. So you could, if you liked to do tons of extra work, you could create a new page, and in InDesign you could draw a new text box, you could bring in your text document, you could run spell check, you could relink the boxes, you could do everything all over again if you are a masochist. But because I know your time is valuable, I'm going to show you an easier way to do it. So we have our page 1, we have carefully designed everything, we have printed it, proofed it, we've made any adjustments we need to make. Let's do it again. Let's duplicate this page. So in your Pages palette, if you grab a hold of the icon for page 1, drag it down onto this new page icon, it will create a perfect copy of that page. So you can see, here's my page 1, here's my page 2. My only difference is down here, the page number. The page number is page 2. So let's look at our directions. What are we doing for page 2? Page 2, we are choosing a sans serif type family. I recommend you do a grotesque or a humanist sans serif. Geometric sans serifs tend not to work all that well for text type. Adjust sizes and weights as needed. You can look at different ways of communicating your hierarchy depending on the text typeface. Now, I want you to work with the typefaces in this list. So, we have a list of sans serifs, a list of serifs, a list of slab serifs. Just a note on this font list. This list is based on two things. It's based on fonts that come with the Mac operating system, the Macintosh operating system. The fonts with this dagger, this next to them, come on the Macintosh OS. And then the ones with the asterisk come with the with Adobe Creative Suite. So you should have access to all of these. If you do not, you may choose text typefaces that you have that are similar. Please don't choose any crazy, wild display text typefaces for this project. We want to work with very legible, reliable, traditional typefaces for this project. Okay, so I'm going to choose something from this list, from the sans serif. You know, maybe I will do, and I do want to avoid the geometric sans serif, so I'm going to stay away from Avenir. I'm going to stay away from Futura. They tend not to work for body copy, not very well. I think I will go with Gil Sans for this demo. This is your choice, okay? You may use whichever type family from the list that you want. So I'm gonna look at Gil Sans and basically just change it. Just change it here. So Gil Sans regular, and I can change all of this to Gil Sans. Okay, now what happened right there? Oh my goodness. It all went to the first weight on the list when I just typed in Gill Sounds, which was bold. And we obviously don't want all of our body copy to be bold. That's bad news. Now, I think I will experiment with making my subheads the same size as the body copy, but going with the bold. Gill Sans has this very bold weight. I think that'll look nice. So, you don't have to follow all the exact same choices that you made on page 1. Your sizing and your weights are going to be different depending on the different typefaces, because different typefaces have different sizing. The other thing we need to do, once again, it's so easy to do. I lost all of my italics. So, precise, slightly different, decent, and beautiful. Make sure that you go through and you check all these things. So, precise, Gill Sounds italic. Slightly different, italic. And italic, italic. Okay? I think the same sizing works pretty well, but you may choose to change your sizing. Maybe I will change the sizing on this one for the headline. Gill Sounds is so bold, maybe I just want it to go across a single column. Alright, now you need to update your labels at the bottom. So, this is Gill Sounds regular, 34, 36. Author is Gill Sounds regular, 18 on 24. I left that alone. My subheads are Gill Sans bold, body copy, Gill Sans 9 on 11. Okay? Of course, you will print this out. You will see whether you like it. You'll make any adjustments you need to make. Your goal is to make this beautiful, legible, with a clear hierarchy. You're going to do this again for page 3. You can copy your page 2. Your page 3 will be an exact copy of page 2, just with the new page number. What is our directive on page 3? Page 3 is your choice. All right, choose a text type family. Use that one family. It has to be something from this list. I think maybe I will go with I'm going to do a slab serif, so I might do either chaparral or charter. Let's see. So for my page 3, let's see what options we get. So if I select this and I go to chaparral, Do I not have chaparral? I do. So this has a regular, an italic, a light, a bold, and a bold italic. So it's a pretty good range. Let me actually take a look at Charter too. Charter. No, I'm gonna go with chaparral. I've never really used it. Let's see. Okay, I like that. That's nice. So, Chaparral Pro. I'm going to make this a little bit bigger. And maybe I'll actually go with a lighter but larger headline. So remember, headline doesn't necessarily have to be bold. It just has to have that clear hierarchy communicated. So you're basically going to do the same things here. You're going to go through, you're going to change it to the type family of your choice. You're going to make sure that all the italics survive. You're going to make sure that you are communicating the hierarchy clearly. You're going to make sure everything is beautiful and legible. And then you will update your labels down at the bottom. The fourth page, I'm not going to go through all this now for the interest of time, but you understand what to do. Your fourth page, I want you to try a mix of a serif type family for the body copy and a sans serif for the headlines and subheads. What did I tell you guys specifically? Yes, a text serif for body copy, a text sans for the headlines and subheads. The author could be either. That's up to you. All right. So, just to quickly show you what I mean by that, I will copy my page 3, make a perfect copy. I'm working on page 4. I'm going to go with Helvetica. For my headline. And Garamond. Let's go with Garamond for everything else. So this is Garamond, and then my subheads, again, I want to match the type family that I used in the headline. So, Helvetica. And I'm going to go with Helvetica Bold for the subheads. Now, it takes a little bit more sensitivity and a little bit more care to match two different typeface families. And one of the important things is to have some noticeable difference in style. Okay? So, this is made most easy by having a serif and a sans serif. They're very clearly different styles. If they're too close together in style, no one's going to be able to tell, and it's sort of pointless. So this is very clearly different from that. You may also notice that's Garamond regular 9 on 11. This is Helvetica Bold 9 on 11. Helvetica looks much larger, doesn't it? It does. Now, part of this is that it's bold, part of this is that it's sans serif, part of it is that it has a taller X height than Garamond does. But if I take the exact same word, put it side by side, so I'm saying what? Garamond regular. You can see Garamond is physically smaller. So I'm zoomed way in now, almost 1200%. You can see if I pull down a guideline for my baseline and a guideline for my cap height on Helvetica is taller. It is a larger typeface at the same point size. And again, 9 points, 9 points. Everything is 9 points. So this is an important thing to remember. Different typefaces are sized differently. So you may need to adjust size. If you had a very nice balance of size and weight in one typeface, you will need to look at it again when you are using a different typeface or when you are mixing typefaces. Okay? So, page 4, you make sure that it looks beautiful. Okay? So these are the 4 pages that are required for part 1 of this project. Now let's say you did a particular typeface on page 2, and let's say you did Gil Sans. You also wanted to try Helvetica. You also wanted to try Optima. You may do more than these 4 pages. You may do 6 pages or 8 pages. The point of this is to try out different typefaces, see how your article looks in the different typefaces. Again, with 4, with page 4, if you wanted to try, you did it once like me with Helvetica and Garamond, and you wanted to see what it looks like with Helvetica and Caslon, or Helvetica and Minion. You may do so. More is fine. For the purposes of this demo, I'm going to stop now. So once you have printed everything, you've made sure that you've updated your labels for every one of them, you want to save it and package it. Remember, packaging will collect all of the fonts so that you can bring it to another machine and be sure that you have all the fonts you need. So, File, Package. It will give you this little summary. We can package it. Continue. And it makes a folder. Now, the other thing that you have to do if you are working in InDesign CC, like I am, remember our computers at CCNY only have CS6, which is an older version. So if you have, if you're working in InDesign CC, Creative Cloud, you need to save down. Now, in CC, they make it easy and automatic. You can copy the fonts, you can copy the link graphics, update lookup, da-da-da-da-da-da. These things are all good. Include an IDML. That's very good. An IDML is will open in older versions of InDesign. So this is very good. It will save it as your InDesign CC file. It will also save an IDML so that you can open it on your school computers. And we'll include a PDF. Wow, that's nice. That's very nice. So these are all nice things that they have in Creative Cloud that they've added to make our lives a little bit easier. So make sure you package it. Make sure you save as an IDML if you're using a newer version of the software, and create a PDF. What's due? You need to bring all the working files, so your packaged working files, and you need to bring printouts of all your pages to our next regular class session.